of slavery are the sin that we let start controlling us. And instead, God's saying, you can be free of those as soon as you come to me with the right heart. As soon as you come to me, you can be free of those. I'm sure this wasn't the first time Jonah sinned in his life. This isn't the one time Jonah was this perfect prophet and then he sinned and God brought him back. But this is probably the 670-something time that he's turned away from God, and God continuously brings him back. And that's a testimony to us of how we should live. And there's two parts to it. There's one, if you're a Christian and you know Jesus, I want to encourage you to look at where you're going in life and what burdens do you have that aren't letting you have this freedom. And what are you walking away from God? And I think there's always things that we can be, this is where I want to be coming back to God, and finding that, just that joy. And I was praying during worship just what God wanted to speak to you guys, and I just felt him saying, light the fire and ignition. And he's saying right now, as soon as we're rescued, go preach the message that I told you to do and you didn't do the first time. Go out and do it. Do it now. And the other side of it is, if you don't know Jesus, I don't know the majority of you in this room, but there's so much freedom. The first time you accept Christ, I can't even explain to you the freedom and the love that comes with that, and the relationship. And it's more than just I have to follow the rules that are in this book. I don't live by the rules in this book. I live by my relationship with Christ, and there's so much more to the rules than that. The relationship with Christ makes everything else worth it. And the ending, there's a Relient K song that says, the end will justify the pain it takes to get us there. And that's how I feel like our relationship should be. Even though it's going to be hard times, and we face these times where we turn from God and we feel that pain, or something that we can't control hits us, the end will justify what it took to get us there. So, we see the actions. From these actions in Jonah, God spoke to the great fish. God answered Jonah's call. God brought Jonah's life up from the pit, and God spoke to the fish a second time and spoke to Jonah a second time. That's how we should live. We should be in one of those places. Either God's we're free and we're moving on, or we're in one of those other places. So as we're worshiping, I think David's going to come back up and do some more songs. I'd like to challenge you guys to just get into groups and just kind of talk as the worship is going, and just pray for each other and see how you can apply this to where you're at. And if there's anyone that's not a Christian and would love to know more about Jesus, I know, talk to Tim, talk to me. I think Michael Bashursa just came in. I know him. That's about everyone I know. But there's people here to talk and pray with you. So let me just pray in closing as we go into worship again, and then we'll just pray with each other. So God, we just thank you for just setting us free, and just for the gifts that you bring. Every gift is from you, God. And we just believe that. And I just ask you right now just to come work in our hearts, Lord. Speak to us in ways that we haven't seen you speak, Lord. And I pray that you just continue to speak to us. Continue to give us opportunities to follow you. And when we fall away, God, continue to show us how to get back to you, Lord, and give us that strength. I pray that now that you just move into our hearts and just show us what you want us doing.